to say something?
Oh, I was so intently watching my screen, waiting for the promo to be over that I forgot that, they're timed differently. I've only been up for like 30 minutes. It hasn't all,
I was watching her watch the live stream. She's just intently watching ourselves.
Hello.
Hello, Thorgal.
Hi, Thorgal.
Let me pop this chat out so I can see it.
Sleepy. So sleepy.
Do something like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now when I look at chat, I'm almost looking at the camera.
It's still not perfectly aligned, but yes, the camera's like way over there.
Just making sure everyone sees my fresh and clean hoodie.
Approved by the Cardinal.
Well, it's coffee time. Good morning. Welcome back to the Doomtrooper Coffee Hour.
Yeah.
Curry Kara's here. Oh. And Doomtrooper Game is here.
That's me. I'm logged in as Doomtrooper Game.
That's interesting.
I was doing some updates on the profile for this. We do have a Doomtrooper Game Twitch channel. It does exist. We do not use it for reasons. There are reasons.
Actually, I'm thinking about activating it again, though.
Oh?
Yeah. So I'm not certain the format of these community streams moving past the end of the beta phases.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, right?
Like, for example, I'm probably not going to patch in new cards or do major balance changes in the middle of a season. So if a season is 30 to 60 days and I'm streaming every Sunday, I won't really have a lot to say.
That makes sense.
So my thought process might be towards the end, once the game is in, after the final reset, we'll say, maybe we do like a monthly community stream and we do it on the Doomtrooper channel. And then we keep this channel for any developer streams I might do or random
personal stuff, as it is your name.
Yeah. The reason I didn't want to do that before is I didn't want to manage 2 Twitch communities, because obviously managing one is hard enough. But in theory, once we flip the switch for the final reset, I will have less responsibility that I have to do on a day-to-day basis. Thank God.
But if you do want to give a follow to Doomtrooper Game, also, I mean, my plan is to always, people that do stream Doomtrooper, I try to check out their streams, and then I just, host them on Doomtrooper Game, so that if you go to that, there's, I would love, in a perfect world, you go to that, and then there's always somebody playing Doomtrooper that we're hosting. So yay! So give it a like. Is that it? Are you done?
That's it.
Oh my God!
That's all I got.
Wow. I can't see. Like, I hate wearing glasses on stream, but I can't see. I can't see.
Now we
anything.
match.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I know. Oh my God.
There.
Oh look. Yay. Oh wow. Hi, Scoot Scoot.
These are incredibly blurry.
It's been a minute. They're blurry? Oh, they're dirty.
Yeah. Presented without commentary. Does this show up?
What? Don't do that.
Oh, it's hard to see. I love my button.
Stop. It has been a hot minute. It's nice to see you again. Hello.
Oh.
Look, you can't. You don't have your glasses on. You can't see.
No, they're just, I can see.
Yeah. So, oh my God, did we take 2 weeks off?
Probably more.
No, it wasn't more than that. Time just doesn't feel like normal time ever since like 2020. Yeah, we've actually, it's weird because we've just had things to do, which is kind of a new concept after not doing things for so long. what did we did something last weekend. Oh, do you guys know Filthy Casual, the clothing brand? We went and we hung out with them. 1/3 of that group hangs out. They live up in Canada, so we haven't seen them in forever. A, because conventions aren't happening, and B, because of COVID and not able to enter or leave countries. So they came down from Edmonton, and we got to see them and the rest of the Filthy Casual crew, which was really lovely. And down in Anaheim, California. But yeah, that was really, really great. But then we partied a little hard. It was hard. We couldn't stream the next day. I think I slept until like 3 p.m. Is Canada still closed off? I guess not, because they came down.
Yeah, but it's very strict. Like, they're getting COVID tested every like 3 days. So that when they decide to go back, they can get across the border, because you have to have a very recent COVID test to get back into the country or to get out of the country.
Yeah, they had to get one to leave, and then when they leave Canada, they took one. When they're planning on leaving the U.S., they take one, and then when they get back to Canada, they have to take one too, and not like at home, like you have to like.
And I think the weekend before. My lovely sister has a new boyfriend, and she described him as something like speedboat royalty.
That's true. That is
so
true.
Apparently his family is like 3 generations of racing boats, and she's always going out on the boat, whether that means the ocean or Lake Tahoe or whatever. She's been doing that for most of like the last half of the COVID-19 era. And we were a little jealous, like we're crammed into this little red room, and she's out on a boat in the open ocean. Is really nice. So they tend to be getting serious, it seems, and she wants us all to hang out more. So we got to go out on the boat, and it was fast, very fast.
I haven't been out on a boat in for freaking ever.
But I'd like to congratulate my lovely wife. She went on a boat, and the boat went fast, and she did not throw up.
So to be clear, well, okay, I know why you're saying this, but to be clear, I don't usually get seasick while the boat is moving. It's when you stop the boat and you're just like doing this, that's when I get seasick. So I was never worried about the speed, although he did go really fast.
Yeah.
That was probably the fastest I've ever gone in a boat.
I don't think I've had this black magic. Ready? Oh! Alright. The end.
The end.
Folding phones are real. And they're giving tons of discounts to people who buy them. Like, that's $1,000 phone, and I got $750 or $800 worth of credits for buying it.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
It was insane. So I have a folding phone.
Oh, but he likes it. Battery life hasn't been great, but phone is good. Also, you can't even tell, but it's important to note that I am wearing a Cowboy Bebop shirt. It's Ein. Just wanted to point that out.
Should be a Doomtrooper shirt.
Best show ever.
Speaking of Doomtrooper.
Doomtrooper?
And Doomtrooper shirts, I am working on relaunching our web store. Yes. I've been working on that this week. And, Scoot says she's wearing a Doomtrooper shirt. I approve.
Yay!
I had some good financial luck. I probably mentioned that in the past with my day job and my personal life and stuff, which has relieved a bunch of stress. Fun fact, all of my stress was Doomtrooper induced. This specific one being that I spent all my money basically over the last 5 years to make this game and to be able to put myself in a position to work on this game the first couple of years and that kind of stuff. Like, I invested into the Doomtrooper product. So that left me with a lot of debt and stuff, and I was able to pay most of that off, which is great. What that means, though, is that like an idiot, I now have more money to invest back into Doomtrooper and Secret Cow level. So I'm working on reactivating the store, mostly for Secret Cow level related stuff. But we have a like a punk rock influenced shirt that has like a big cow skull on it, and it just says Secret Cow level, that I'm really excited about.
It is pretty cool.
Printing. I'm going to reprint the original Secret Cow level shirts.
Hi, Michael.
And please hold. Julie will say hi to people.
I already said hi to Michael. Ever get that sponsorship from Deathwater? From Liquid Death. We are affiliated with Liquid Death. We don't have a sponsorship from them.
So this hat is except not so dirty. It's been in both oceans.
It's been through a lot, actually.
But you can see it says Video Games and Apparel, Los Angeles, California, established 2016. So we'll have this hat for sale soon, as well as this logo on a shirt, which is a very basic logo. It's not very punk rock. It's not very video gamey. It's very like classic industrial. But for people who don't want a punk rock or nerdy look, you could wear this shirt and support us, which is fun.
Yeah, but the thing is it doesn't have to be super exciting, because people fucking love that game. Or, like, excuse me, words. They love the simple logo. The shirt that just doesn't even have all that, like, other stuff at the bottom, just that says Secret Cow level. Like, people really like that shirt. But
we also have the Doomtrooper beta shirt. Go ahead and say hi to people, Julie.
Hi to people. He's literally thumbing through his closet, which there are many, many shirts in that closet, so I don't know if success is going to be had. Okay, here we go. He's got the beta. Oh, hey! Is it say alpha on the bottom? Okay, it says alpha on the bottom, but we also have one that says beta.
Oh, so this shirt I will be doing a pre-order of. I'm not going to print these proactively. And it won't say alpha, it'll say beta. But it'll be the last print run of this shirt. So,
sup, nerds? Hi, Willow.
So when we go live with that shirt, it'll just say pre-order, and you can order your specific size, and then probably right about the final reset or whatever, we will cut the pre-orders, print the shirts, and then mail them out. So we will have some fun new stuff, which will be exciting.
And if you want to see the new print that Justin is talking about, you can join our Discord.
So I'm going to be investing a little bit of money to print all that stuff again. I will also have the Nephirite pins for sale again. If you didn't get one of the pins, we'll have the physical promo cards back in the store.
I love how you just looked for a pin or something. You're like, I must have one somewhere. I haven't seen a Nephirite pin floating around in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get one. So many.
And then we will also have some digital codes for sale in the store, which is something Steve and I have been working on for way too long. For example, you'll be able to buy like a pack of 20 packs in the store, and you'll get a code, and then you can register that code in game to unlock your packs, or you can give it to someone as a gift or something like that. I think Michael requested that. Like, say your wife wants to buy you a gift for your anniversary, and all you want is Doomtrooper cards, then she could buy the code.
So this is the black. It's fucking cool. If I do say so myself.
So she could buy you a code for packs and then, print it out and put it in a card and give it to you. Whatever your poison is. More ways to support, the projects and stuff, which will be great. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. But I'm just excited to get the store going again. I am working on a new hoodie idea, but hoodies are very expensive.
I do really like our merch. I know. Yeah. I realize I'm like tooting my own horn here, but I really do like our merch. And it's been a minute since we've done anything with it because of COVID and blah,
fingers
blah,
crossed,
blah, blah.
We've talked for years about doing a collaboration with Filthy Casual. It'd be really cool to have, a Filthy Cow level. Or
no, we love the hoodies. The hoodies are great. They're just expensive.
Casual level? I don't know. But I'm sure we can come up with something to do a little collab, which will be fun. Yeah, the hoodies are great. Our cost on the hoodies start at $26, $29. They're very expensive to print. So if I wanted to print, 100 of these, I'm looking at a significant
investment.
Thousands of dollars to that. So we'll probably do more hoodies, but as a pre-order. So it's so I'm not left with a bunch of You know, I don't want $1,000 worth of like smalls and XXLs in my closet. I vote filthy cow level. Filthy casual. Filthy casual could work.
You just put the cow there.
But yeah, I want to double down on getting the store live, because even, I mean, I like Secret Cow Level as a brand, and I was out the other day getting her a dress that she needed to pick up, and some guy in the dress store, well, I guess we were both just like the husbands hanging out, telling our wives they look beautiful.
We were at Unique Vintage.
But he walked by and he saw my Secret Cow Level shirt, and he's like, I like your shirt. You know, obviously he doesn't know the brand, but people appreciate the subtle reference, and I want to encourage that. So that will be going live this month. I'm buckling down on that to try to make that happen. And you know, even in a world with Doomtrooper, or a world without Doomtrooper, the Secret Cow Level apparel stuff can still exist. So I should not ignore that, which I always kind of just double down on writing code, and I need to remember that there are people who want to buy things that say Secret Cow Level. But I am really excited about the hats.
We all played Diablo, indeed.
We've had these for a year. We've had the patches. I've picked the hats. They are black baseball hats, but they're mesh like a trucker's hat, and they are plastic on the snapback. So they're not the cheap Velcro. They're not dad hats. They're not fitted.
I thought that was a dad hat. I don't. Oh no, wait. That's that's not the sheer back.
They're
right?
a really cool hybrid between like a trucker's hat back and a baseball cap front, and they are large enough to fit my gigantic head, which is rare. People will always take their hats off. It happened last weekend.
Oh my god, that was so funny when
they'll
he
take
tried
their hats
to put
off
a hat
and try
on
to
you.
put it on my head, and it won't fit.
I told this kid, I'm like, this kid, he's in his 30s. I'm like, the hat is not going to fit his head. He has a really large head, and then he was like, no, and he tried to put the hat on Justin, and he was like, oh, you weren't kidding.
But there are some brands I have bought. I have like a Filthy Casual hat, I think, that I have to take the hat. Like this is on 4.
Wow, that's a lot. For
I have to take it and put it on the last little nub where it barely even holds on, and then it'll fit my head. Like it's.
I feel like we have to reinforce the hat too because it's on
the
last nubs.
Sometimes I have to put tape around the edge so it'll stay. Like I have a gigantic head, and you know, men like to brag about their large things, and you know,
it's a big brain.
What do you guys think? My skull is huge.
Which is funny because I'm a really tiny human, so nothing fits me. Everything's just too big. So.
One thing we're playing with on the new shirts though is you know, sometimes there's like a tag at the bottom of the shirt, so we're looking at like getting rid of the tag that's in the back and putting a little tag on the bottom. Some of you will appreciate this and some of you might be frightened, but what we're working on right now is the shirts are all black, that the tag will be like neon pink like real bright color, but it'll be a small little tag just down on the hem,
shirts that has one of the
and it'll have the Cow Level logo on it for branding purposes, but I like it because it's like a pop of color.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun. So that's something that I've been working on for a while. I have been extremely burned out, partially because I've written code basically day and night for almost 5 years. And even before that, I was working at my own startup, so I was working days and nights. And it's kind of exhausting. And it's... I've learned that working on a game, like, it's very different. It's, like, I've heard a lot of... you hear a lot of headlines in the news about, like, negativity in the game industry, but, you know, it's always from, like, Blizzard and Activision and, like, these big things, and they're huge headlines, right?
Also, I told him to keep this light.
But I know, yeah, it's not a big thing. But when you're a gamer and you're just playing, say, World of Warcraft or Hearthstone or Diablo, it's hard for you to be like, oh, I don't understand how the gaming is toxic because this game is so great and everyone I play with is great. But I will say, like, being at the top, and some of you guys in Discord, you've seen, like, some of the people come in. There was one guy specifically, he spoke in all caps. He said very shitty things. He screamed at us the same thing. Then he left before we could respond to him, and then he asked to be banned because he hated the game so much. Like, those kind of comments, you see a lot more when you are a creator, I think. And it's it's much easier to let that get to you. So I think that kind of contributed a little bit. I've just been mentally exhausted. And I will say, though, on the other side of the coin is some of you guys in here now specifically. I mean, I'll call out Curry Carr, I'll call out Tumat, I'll call out Michael, I'll call out Thorgal. I don't know if Tomek's around. There's a bunch of others, too, that will say just little tiny nice things. And, like, that little comment, something like, oh, I see you adjusted the padding on this image. It looks so much better. Like, you might just say that in passing, and that might be the one thing that inspires me to work all week. Like, it's so crazy to think about, but, like, I think there's, like, a metaphor here for life. Like, you know, you're walking down the street and you see somebody in a cool shirt and you say, oh, hey, I like your shirt. That could be the thing that makes their day, that cheers them up, that saves their life even. Like, not saying anything that's not directed towards me. Like, I'm fine. But just the little nice things you do for someone can really change somebody's day or week or even life, where because the negative things that happen in that person's life are so much more impactful. Like you notice those so much more. So I want to thank everybody who has stuck around, who's been in the Discord, who sends me messages, like who just says little nice things about the game and supports the project, because that's why I'm here and that's why I'm still working. And you guys are awesome. So
yay! Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I sent you that just because.
What are you sending me?
Wow, you're nice picture.
Oh, am I supposed to?
Yeah, you can.
All right, we'll talk then.
We'll talk then.
Yeah, I
don't know.
It.
But yes, we love you too, Justin. It's cute. Thank you, Michael, for everything that you do.
Oh yeah, Michael
which is
and
a lot.
Michael and I have fought plenty of times, and he stuck around, so that means a lot.
I know. You're a saint. You're a saint, sir. Truly. You don't have to log in.
No, but it's like displaying my.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my god.
So anyways,
years.
Julie wanted to show this now. Let's see. Let me. Whoop.
It's just a nice photo.
Oh, I didn't realize how short Casey's hair is now.
Yeah, she cut it.
So this is our friend Casey from, better known as Casey, but also affiliated.
This is our friend Casey, better known as Casey.
I don't remember what her modeling name is.
Castiles.
Castiles. Also affiliated Filthy Casual, but they did this great photo shoot for our Secret Cal level shirt. So this shirt will come back. Hopefully we can convince them to do some photo shoots with the newer stuff as well, so we can keep the high quality, shots. But
yeah, Jason is a very talented.
They were in New York, I believe, in the U.S. obviously, being Canadian, and they just found this like semi-empty subway station, and they were like, "This is where we're gonna take the photo."
Yeah, no.
And they just
really
took these photos in a subway station, and they came out really cool. And I think the yellow in the background and the lights and the steel or metal,
right? It looks really good.
But it's very on brand for what I envisioned the Secret Cal level brand to look like. So props to Jay and Casey for helping out years ago.
And
with
now
this.
that we've dyed your hair blonde and you see how hard it is to get blonde hair, I think you can appreciate that Casey has like blonde gray hair and how hard that is to achieve.
100%. To be fair, everybody that I've met involved or tangentially involved with the brand Filthy Casual have not only been some of the nicest people, but some of the hardest working people. Whether they are creating art or candles, one of them has a candle company now called Skull and Wick. But
I was gonna say Wick and Skull.
Maybe it's Wick and Skull. Don't quote me.
No.
We just got our first candles from them. So, but some of them are designing, some of them are photography, some of them are editing, running businesses, running booths, or just modeling, editing their own photos and stuff. Darshell and Casey work so hard on their modeling stuff, and I hate it when men on the internet are like, "Get a real job" to people like that. It's like
it's Wick and Skull.
You don't understand how hard these girls work on these photos.
Vampire Mommy is this candle.
Yeah, these are really great video game influenced candles. Good job on the focus.
Yeah.
Highly recommend checking them out. They're super great and good guys to support.
But yeah, Mike was saying he's a little burnt out too with video game development, and he's like, I'm making candles.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm so burned out, man. I'm working so hard, and it's so hard to just break through and get everything done and to launch a game. And he just stared at me and he said, dude, I make candles now.
It was pretty funny.
Because he's an indie game developer as well and made some really cool stuff.
Talented artist.
Very talented artist, yeah. So, it's been a year, guys. It's been a year.
I was like, since what? And then I was like, oh, right.
Also, make sure you follow Willow Art on here. I believe she will be streaming later today, and she has really cute new hair.
Oh, so, that's right.
Everybody should go admire her and compliment her and tell her how great she looks because, I mean, it's true.
Fun fact, this account that I'm on, the Doomtrooper account, is like auto-hosting her, so.
Okay, so Doomtrooper related. Michael has been helping with this, but any of you guys who play Doomtrooper, you have a very unique opportunity right now. Oh man, I scared Julie. Right now.
Right now.
So, I'm about to add a ton of cosmetics to the game. There is a small handful that will be end of beta exclusive, which I've talked about, so those will go live. There are a ton that will be added to the store to feed into the randomization so that you get more options every day for the daily stock. And then there are a ton that will be added to the EXP system. As you level up your factions, you level up your account levels, and maybe even season rewards. So if you have something you want to see an avatar of your favorite character, you have an idea for a cool title under your name, an emote, or it's easy to forget about the emotes, and something you'll see more about soon, versus screens. So I am still planning on having a end of beta versus screen for sale. It might come back down the line.
It's been a minute since we've talked about those.
Yeah, we will be selling a custom versus screen that you will be able to set as your versus screen when you play matches. The plan for that, by the way, is that it's tricky and I'm still trying to finalize it, so feedback would be great. Per deck, you can set a versus screen to use when you use that deck, and there will be faction screens that are specific to factions. So you can't use the Cybertronic screen on the Imperial deck. However, there will be a list of ones that are not faction specific that you can use on any deck. So the one that we will be having for the end of beta will be a non-faction specific. You can use it on any deck. So that'll be fun.
Sorry.
Thorgal says when. So, yes, kitten?
I don't think he's in range of the camera. Oh, he's gonna be like, why? Why are you putting a thing on me? Oh my god.
Ha!
This is like my heart and soul, this little guy. I love him so much. He hangs out with me all the time, and he's a good cuddler and a good friend.
He's a good boy. So here's the tentative plan, and this is the first time I've said this out loud, so it's not legally binding. Is this? Ooh, my voice cracked. Let me take
Coffee. Hold on, yeah. Warm those vocal cords back up.
Let's see if I can get back to where's the other button? Chat dog. There we go.
Oh. Adorable.
This season ends at the end of the month. So on September 30th. The plan right now is on October 1st, we will have a special season where from October 1st to October 31st, everybody will have access to all cards, just like the early days of beta. And
free for all.
The season will last 31 days, and it'll be only October. And on the first of the month, I will also, for the first time, tell you what the rewards are for the month in advance. So you'll know from day one what you're working towards earning. And during that 30-day period, while you guys are just annihilating each other with God mode cards. I will be removing a lot of the old beta restrictions and patching in a bunch of new stuff that will probably break and make my life a nightmare.
Oh, jeez.
And then,
oh, jeez.
when that season ends, and during October will be the sale for the end of beta items. So the versus screens, there'll be a new avatar, there'll probably be a card back. I'm finalizing which items I want to put in there. So the month of October will be like a celebratory month where we celebrate all the years of development and all the fun that we've had and all the bugs that still exist. And that's the other half of the coin is, since you have access to all cards, we will be doing very fast-paced bug fixes. And if a card can't be fixed, we'll probably have to remove it temporarily for November. Then, on November 1st, we would trigger the reset. And then when everybody logs in on December 1st, you will open all your packs for the final time and play a season. So that's what we're trying to do here. Then
there's more?
Yeah, so then I will switch gears like hardcore. This is me driving.
I know, I saw you switch gears.
I won't be working as hard on adding new cards, but any remaining bugs that didn't get fixed in October, I will be patching daily. You know, like if someone comes into Discord and they're like, I got this weird bug with this card, then like I will do everything I can to fix that bug as fast as possible and then just push an update. No more like I'll push it in the Monday's update. It'll be like
is gone.
Hot fixes have to happen like as fast as possible. Because with competitive play, obviously you want those bugs to be closed off.
I'm gonna go get more coffee. Do you need any more coffee?
No.
Okay.
I don't think there's enough for both of us anyway.
Oh, I haven't had a second cup yet.
So, what that means medium term is there'll be more tiny updates, probably a lot more emergency maintenance in the beginning where we have to stop the servers and put stuff up. But there's going to be a handful of cards that don't make it into the base set. So I'm working on how we will add those in. The plan right now is at the end of the first season, or maybe at the midway point, we could do that either way. We would patch in more cards into the base set and then do some kind of event that players for like a 7-day period can log in and do a special event and then get those cards for free. And then if you don't do the event, you can still craft the cards or you can get the cards in packs like normal. But since they weren't there when you opened your packs, I want to make sure that we give people a chance to get them. So they feel uncheated, non-cheated, don-cheatal. One of those. Which means I will be working on overdrive on bugs too. Yeah, the good news is bugs are bugs, and they exist, and they're frustrating. But if people aren't initially like frustrated, like if they're not angry, then they're not a priority. Like if there's a small bug that affects one guy for a card no one uses, we'll get to it. But if people are like, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, like hottest bug in the solar system will probably only have 3 or 4 things on it tops, because the rest are bugs and they're important, but they're not ones that are making people want to quit. So those obviously will prioritize stuff like that. Michael says we could just give a bunch of crafting points. Yeah, I probably will do that as well, or maybe the first one. The event system is still coming online. I mean, it's linked to the tutorial system, so the new tutorial should allow events. We just have to decide how we want to do it. There's still going to be a lot of work to do, but at some point, we just have to like let people play the game and support the game and log in. And like I could work on this forever and just constantly be in beta and have the same results, or I can work on this, release it, and then find out that what people want feature wise, or maybe people don't want to play it. And if hypothetically the latter were the case, it would be better to not waste 10 years working on something. So we're just going to launch it and let the community kind of drive the future development. So, I mean, we've already had the community driving it, so there's no reason to not double down on that, because Doomtrooper fans have a lot of opinions and a lot to say, so we'll continue letting you guys say those things.
I don't know if it correlates to the game itself, but you do see people keep popping into the Discord server.
Well, I've heard Michael and maybe Thorgal, someone commented that we're seeing more new people joining Discord and playing the game. We're seeing more names stick around. So that's kind of exciting.
Well, I mean, I've been running...
Michael says I find more games during my late evening times, which I haven't before.
Nice. I mean, like I've said on other streams, you know, we have an ad running. We've had ads running for a while. We're not spending a ton of money, but just enough. It's like a lot of people, you know... A small amount, I feel like, to bring them into the beta, like, to get some new people in. So I'm glad that it's working.
So one thing, I don't know if anybody noticed, you guys are probably pretty established with your decks, but this screen was updated a little bit. So you can highlight to see what cards are in the decks now.
Oh, wow.
It's not perfect, and I will expand this later. I think maybe you click on the deck and it shows you like visually something, but temporarily this will show you...
It's a list view.
Yeah, it'll show you a list view of the cards, and it's better than nothing. But why that's important is there's a new button here that you won't see now. Only people who have their accounts flagged will see this. But it says Publish Deck Template Beta. You can publish this deck to the global deck template database, and other players
Michael. Thanks for stopping by.
Will be able to browse and import it. So right now it's only developers because the server part hasn't gone live yet. But when the server part goes live, Thorgal, for example, is going to publish a few starter decks for the other factions so that people can add them. And that will be a long-term thing. The problem with letting everybody do this is, like, there's nothing preventing me from just republishing all the starter decks a second time with my name on it. And people like to see their name in lights, so they'll just take Thorgal's deck and then republish it under their name and hope that they see their name in the game and think it's cool.
I don't think we need that.
For the time being, I'm just going to keep it private. So developers, like moderators, and like special community members who are good at creating decks will be able to share them. In the long term, though, I think we could have a moderated view, or maybe some rules. Like if you publish a deck, like you can't publish a deck that was imported from someone else. But if you create it from scratch, then you can publish it.
Oh, that makes sense.
That would kind of work. And then I think when you get in here, there could be voting. Thumbs up, thumbs down, like on Reddit. And
look what Curry Cara said.
After it gets down below a certain point, then it just gets deleted. But yeah, so Curry said people might use it to troll and Gwent for lulz. We sometimes posted really bad decks and collectively upvoted them to the top of the list. It is a obvious problem, and it might be related earlier when I was talking about the gamer community being lots of things, but trolling is definitely something the gaming community likes. So because of that, it's going to be private of who can add the decks. But if you haven't used this system, I don't know how to make it a little more obvious. I'll probably put like a pop-up in the final version of the client where it's like, hey, need new decks? Look down here. But you just kind of come in here and you say, oh, a capital deck, I want that. Click the button, and now the deck's added to your account. It doesn't give you the cards. It just gives you the template. So this is my developer account. I have all the cards. If you don't, they'll show up in red, and you'll have to craft them. And that's a system that we can expand on over time. You know, if you have enough crafting points, maybe you click a button and it just crafts all the cards in the deck for you. Or maybe there's two buttons in here. One that says add this template and one that says add and craft this deck if you have enough points. Where you can just one click create that deck. You know, we'll expand on that based on feedback and see what happens. But this update is live now. It's just you don't see that button. What do you say?
I'm just laughing at what Willow said.
People want to have fun. For some people, being a troll is their version of fun. They're wrong, but at least it's motivation.
Sorry, that's why I was laughing.
Yeah.
Willow is one of like the wisest people that I know.
Willow is a wise wizard in the video game world.
Just in general.
Can girls be wizards? Did we ever establish? I mean, in an era of
why not?
No, in an era of like we're becoming post-gender roles and stuff. You know, like a lot, big rise in the non-binary community. I want to know, can wizard be gender neutral?
I decree it as of right now.
Like, I believe that the word dude is non-binary. And then that's kind of controversial. I think dudette is not a word. Dude, you know, especially in California.
Here in California.
She's a dude, I'm a dude. You know, everyone's a dude. But wizard. Willow identifies as a witch, but yes. Okay. Okay, so side question.
There's no wizardess class in D&D. Right?
So
Take it back to the OG, guys.
So can a man be a witch? Or do you have to be a warlock? Can a woman be a warlock?
I've not seen it.
Can there be a non-binary warlock? These are very important questions that I need answered eventually. But
eventually. It doesn't have to be now, you guys. I mean, honestly, I think we've learned that people can just do what you want.
Do what you want.
Do what you want.
Do what you want and respect other people's choices.
Doesn't matter, you know?
All right, anyways.
Okay, there it is.
I derailed.
I was like, is he okay? Oh, darn logic.
There's still a very important update I need to merge. Apologies to Matt Damon, Invader, that I haven't got to it yet, but the update that allows you to do multiple combats in a chain. Not a stack, a chain. Huh? I think I'm going to use that word, actually. We've talked about this a lot.
There are no stacks in Doomtrooper.
There is no stack in Doomtrooper. What if we
Watch that hand.
we double down on what Brian said? There is no stack in Doomtrooper, but there's a chain. And then I will define what a chain means, and we can just end that conversation.
It's kind of smart, though.
Yeah.
I like that. Terry Pratchett. I love referencing Terry Pratchett. That's awesome.
Warlock usually has connotations of dark magic and some circles. I like stone circles. It makes it sound like a secret society.
It is.
In stone circles.
It is.
Yeah, I like it. Not the negative, dark connotations necessarily, but anyways.
Yeah, I feel like I want to just imagine it was always stone circles. Like that wasn't a typo. I like that better. I was like, ooh, stone circles.
One idea that I'm having too is, I don't know what the community stream will become, but what we could do, let's say 30-minute Q&A, whether it's every week or look at her admiring me.
I love you.
Maybe we do it every week, maybe we do it every month, but there's a 30-minute, you can ask anything, you can complain about anything. We are here to listen and fix things and make the game better. And then maybe for 30 minutes I flip a switch and a special menu item shows up in the game. And that menu puts you in a special lobby where you can fight against me or any other person who's flagged as a developer. Michael has a developer account now, Steve, Invader. So maybe for 30 minutes during every stream, it's a special little lobby. Granted, you can only get 1-2 games in that lobby, so we'd have to figure out. Maybe we'd have to do a longer stream. But we could do the special event where you get to challenge a dev, probably beat them badly because we're not that good at the game, and then get a special reward. So that could be fun. It's an idea.
I got nothing, you know?
So doubling down on what I said earlier, if there is cosmetic items you want in the game, now's the time. Post a list, send me a list. I'm creating a spreadsheet. I'm going to strive to have a level cap of 10 for the day one launch. So you'll be able to get experience points and rewards up to account level 10, which is a lot. And then for factions, I don't know how high I'll be able to go. Goal would be 5, maybe it's only 3. But you'll be, every time, like if you just play Imperial, you'll level up your Imperial level, and you'll be able to get rewards every time you level up. It'll take longer to level up your factions than your accounts, but they'll have really cool, like, specific faction rewards. So, yeah, Community Night, I think, works better than, like, a daytime stream, Willow. Like, maybe like a Tuesday night or something. Or maybe both, because the time difference.
This is nighttime for, like, half of the people.
But I think either way, we'd have to do a couple hours just to make sure that I can play 2 or 3 games, maybe more. So
We're at the end of the time zone line here. Yeah,
Thor-
it is nighttime, see?
But I'm drinking coffee, Thorgal.
Isn't that weird?
It feels like morning. Even though we have all the lights.
It's so weird how we're in, like, different time zones. I get it, it's a globe, like, duh. But, like...
Now it's nighttime.
But it's so weird. Oof. This ring light is just, like... It's so much.
Yeah.
I know it's necessary, but it's just like, oh my god. Ah.
So I'm very excited to...
it's Samoa.
I'm very excited to start putting in all the little things that I've said would happen with launch. That does excite me. That does make me really excited to get through everything. And one cool thing we're going to see, we might see some card backs designed by Willow soon. Willow, let me know. Also, if you're just waiting on me to pay you, also let me know. And we have the default card back that everybody gets was made by Jaggy. Gary is a very great artist, works at Square Enix. We have like 7 or 8 of his card backs. So we will be starting to give away the first ones of those, which is super, super exciting. One of them, one of my favorite ones, will be in the new player pack, which will also go live in the next month or so. So what that is something you're all familiar with. It'll be probably $20, and it'll probably have, you know, I'm open to feedback. Curry's probably got some good ideas on this. Hit me up at Discord. But it'll be a exclusive card back, some other exclusive item, probably an avatar, probably a really cool avatar, maybe the one that Curry really likes, the Diablo-esque one. Maybe that's a new player pack one. As much as I hate to give that to anybody but myself, I might as well. And then, since you gave $20, it'll give you at least $25 or more worth of packs. So you'll
$25.
Yeah, so you'll basically get a really good value on your packs, and you'll get exclusive cosmetic items. The idea is that the game is free, and if you only spend money once, you spend it on the new player pack because the deal is too good to pass up. That's the idea there. And if not, you don't have to buy anything at all, but I want to make the deal so good and so cool that kind of becomes our MSRP in a way, if that makes sense. That's the common thing with free-to-play games anyways. Like, you get it for free, but if enough people buy the new player pack because it's such a good deal, then that feeds into your revenue stream to keep the game going. So I want to make that a really good deal. And some people have asked, like, what's the best value on packs? It's the pre-order, obviously, or the new player pack. And then the pre-order, it looks like October will be the last month to get the pre-order. So I'll announce that as well once everything is finalized. So, yeah. Julie's getting bored. She's starting to browse the internet.
Just looking at story about anti-vaxxers protesting. That's it.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's all I got.
All right. I'm about to sneeze. I can feel it. Ugh.
Can they protest in large groups? They can.
Absolutely they can.
With no masks, no vaccines.
Well, then you wouldn't be a part of the protest.
Yeah. I mean, in theory, if you protest in large groups during a global pandemic with no mask and no vaccines, the problem will just take care of itself. So everybody will get what they want. I'm sorry.
Awkward, yeah, pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna go find some lunch. And
lunch? Oh my god, yeah.
Curry, you said it, not me. Everyone should check out Willow. She's probably going live soon.
In an hour.
In an hour?
An hour.
Okay. And I'm planning on being around my computer today, so if you have ideas for cosmetics, definitely let me know. I would like to... I'm making a spreadsheet, basically, of here's a cosmetic, here's the art file, here's how you obtain it in the game. Oh. And I'm going to make tabs for everything and try to keep everything organized, so I can just go down the list and add them all. Oh yeah, Willow will be talking about the new God of War trailer, which she worked on. Well, the game, not the trailer, and kind of both. So definitely check that out, because she is a badass in the game industry, a force to be reckoned with. And she has cute hair. Both, actually. All right. So I'm going to go find some food. You guys are going to all watch Willow in an hour, and you're all going to send me your favorite avatars so that I can add them into the game very, very soon.
Wait, how are they sending you their favorite avatars?
On Discord.
Like, no, but like, from what? Like...
They know the art better than we do. So.
Oh, so they're going to comb through the art, see things they like.
I will say originally
That's fine.
I was refraining from taking card art to make avatars because we were going to do this thing where you could like get 10 of a card and then convert it into an avatar for the card.
Okay.
But that never took off, so we're just going to have to scrap that feature. So if you have cards that you like, we can make those into avatars.
Yeah, I will say that one thing that is interesting about the, the art for the game, and specifically, we usually just look at the Paul Bonner art. But yeah, there's so much happening in each piece, so it's really funny when you can actually like zoom in on like one thing, which is what the card art is. But like, so I know that sounds weird to say, but when you're actually looking at one of those big pieces of art and you just like zoom in on one area of it, like it is its own little. It can be its own little piece of art or an avatar or, yeah. There's lots of little things happening in these big pieces of art.
Well, thanks again for hanging out, being patient with us, being in and out of streaming time. Hopefully we will be back next weekend.
I mean, as far as I know. Whoa.
Yeah. And I know I keep saying it, but I really have been missing doing programming streams. I just have not been missing programming, if that makes sense. Like the idea.
You still do a lot of programming.
Yeah, but the idea of sitting down and programming all night, like, has been stressful the last couple weeks for me. Even though the idea of streaming on or programming on stream has been exciting, maybe that's the missing piece. Maybe I should just try sitting down and streaming on camera and having people hang out with me.
Yeah. Yeah. No benders next weekend because we did a wedding Friday night.
Yeah, this week is all about rest and getting tested for COVID-19.
Yeah, we have to do that. Yeah, we definitely have to do that.
Good time. So if I'm not dead, see you next weekend. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry the dog didn't want to hang out with us today, but
we got a little bit of Effie.
Yeah, he'll be back next week. And we will see you guys online. Bye, Julie.
Bye.